Hi everyone and welcome to Drumology. My name is Nick Baker and today's video is the first in a series of videos for beginner students. Each video is designed as a visual reference to accompany the tutorial PDF on the Drumology website. Today's video is about hand techniques, grips and fulcrums. The Drumology tutorial PDF will provide all the detail you will require, along with some development exercises to help you practice. So let's get started. Fulcrums. So, what is a fulcrum? Imagine a seesaw. The fulcrum on a seesaw is the bit in the middle, and you and your friend are sitting on either end. However, on a drumstick, the fulcrum point is about 10 to 15 centimeters from the butt end of the stick. And if you use Vic Firth sticks, he very kindly has a little American flag just where the fulcrum point is. And when the stick is held in the fulcrum, it will respond with the maximum number of bounces. Now if I hold the stick towards the end, like that, out of the fulcrum, the stick drops dead very quickly. So, with the French grip and the matched grip, there are three fulcrum positions. The first fulcrum is between the first finger and the thumb, and we bounce the stick holding it between the first finger and the thumb, and be sure that all these fingers are kept well away from the first finger and the thumb. When you first try this, the fingers do want to come and rush in and try and help out. You've got to try and avoid this to really strengthen the grip between the first finger and the thumb. And then just throw the stick to the center of the pad. Raise the forearm slightly and the stick should just bounce straight back to the upright position. Do it again. Now, the second fulcrum position is between the middle finger and the thumb. And again, try and keep all these other fingers out of the way. And when we bounce the stick using the same bounce technique, the fulcrum bounce, the stick just returns to the upright position. Notice when I do this, I'm not lifting the stick. The stick is coming back all on its own. My hand remains in the down position. So now the third fulcrum. If you make this shape with your hand and tuck the stick in between the fourth finger, the little finger, and the third finger, and then turn your hand over so that the back of your hand is facing the ceiling, and let these two fingers and the thumb relax. And then when you strike the pad from the vertical position, you will have to rotate your wrist back, and you rotate your wrist and follow the lift of the stick and the bounce of the stick. So, nice good throw. With the traditional grip, the fulcrum is between the thumb and that fleshy part of the hand just beneath the first finger. So if we grasp the stick between the thumb in that position, and we all see that, then by rotating the wrist we can get the fulcrum. Now, practicing the fulcrum bounce regularly using the simple exercises in the tutorial PDF will develop strength and control in the hand and the fingers. So, first fulcrum, second fulcrum, third fulcrum, traditional grip fulcrum. Okay, so let's look at the different grip positions. But before we start with the grip positions, I want you to just consider adopting what I like to call a start position. So holding the stick in the first fulcrum, just let your arms hang by your side and straighten your back. And keep your head up, shoulders nice and relaxed, back straight. And bring your forearms up so that they are parallel to the floor and you're holding the sticks rather like a very large steering wheel. And then turn your hands over so that the back of your hands are facing the ceiling, your palms are facing the floor, and the two sticks are cutting a shape on the pad, a shape like a big slice of pizza. Yum. So from this position we're going to start with the matched grip. Now the matched grip is where we're holding the sticks matched in both hands. And the stick is held in the first fulcrum, palm of the hand facing the ground, back of the hand facing the ceiling, and the fingers just gently wrapped around the stick, not gripping the stick really tightly and not too loose and sticking out, just loosely and gently wrapped around the stick. I've heard the grip position described as if you were holding a little bird in your hand. If you held a little bird too tightly, you would do it some damage. And if you held it too loosely, it would fly away. But if you just gently cuddle it, it'll be quite happy. And the grip with the stick is the same. It's just a gentle cuddle of the stick. Not too tight, not too loose. Just nice and gently. And from that matched position, you can then throw the stick down. Okay, the French grip, very similar to the matched grip, but we turn our hands round, we rotate our hands so that the thumb is now on top of the stick. So we're just playing with the thumb on the top. There is in fact another grip called the American grip. And the American grip is kind of halfway between the matched grip, sometimes known as the German grip, and the French grip. So it's halfway between thumbs on top, thumbs to the side. Thumbs around about 45 degrees. So we have matched, American, French, and lastly the traditional grip. Now the traditional grip was developed by the military drummers because the face of a marching drum is slung at an angle, and it would have been considered inelegant for the drummer to have marched in this way with his elbow up in the air. So they developed the cradle grip, which meant that the elbows could hang low and the stick could be played in such a way. So the traditional grip, the stick is held in the fulcrum, which we looked at earlier. Then the little finger and the third finger are folded down to meet the palm of the hand, and the stick can just rest on that third finger, and then the first two fingers curl over the top, and this enables the stick to be controlled by propelling it between the two fingers, or for a louder strike then the whole wrist is used. Fingers, wrist. Okay, now let's have a look at finger control. So once you've gained control over the grip and the fulcrum exercises, it's time to practice with finger control. So let's demonstrate finger control. First of all, if you take the stick in the first fulcrum position and just move it so that the thumb is on the top, then you can propel the stick with the second finger, which is the middle finger. Can you see that? That's the middle finger propelling the stick. Then we can use the third finger. And finally the little finger. Working with both hands, and just practice that using the exercises in the tutorial PDF, and you do that a little bit every day. That's going to help develop a lot of strength in those fingers. Now I'm just going to run through some additional exercises that you can use to strengthen hands and wrists and fingers. So the first exercise, you can do this even when you're sitting watching the television. Take your hand as if you were holding the drumstick in the matched grip, but no stick. So you've got your thumb against the first finger, and then just drop your wrist down, just gently stretching the tendons and the muscles down as far as you can, and then up as far as you can, so that you've got the full extension of the wrist. And just do that very gently. Don't try and overspeed it at first. Just keep it gentle, keep it slow, and then gradually you can increase your speed. But try and make the movement to the full extension of the wrist, because the wrist will move very fast up and down, and it'll move a lot better up and down than it will move side to side. So if you practice that with both hands, up, down, up, down. Now the second exercise is where you adopt the prayer position. Put your elbows together, put your wrists together, and then you clap your hands to the count of 100. So we count it like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Got to do it to 100. Good exercise for your wrists. And the last exercise, if you hold the stick by the tip and with the middle finger, pull the stick up so that it's underneath your forearm, and then you can pull the stick in this way. First finger, second finger, little finger. Don't go too hard because you'll hurt your forearm, but it's a good exercise for the fingers. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and for the accompanying PDF to this video, the link is in the description. Subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell for the latest updates. And if you found this video useful, please give it a like. Thank you. Bye now.